Can the Blue Jays get swept? That would be quite amazing. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the Texas Rangers in this spot here on the plus money. I think there's good value there to go ahead and take the Rangers to go ahead and pull this off. Pitching matchup does favor Toronto, I believe, a little bit. But Perez is actually a pretty decent pitcher. He's pitched well his last 5 home starts. I think there's just good value on taking Texas here, getting plus money value on one of the hotter teams of the second half. So I don't really see a problem with going ahead and taking them in this spot. So far, we've been good in the playoffs. We're 3-0. We were 0-2 in the wild card games, which wasn't good. But we had Texas Rangers in that first game on big plus money. Then we had the Cardinals, their first game against the Cubs. And yesterday we had the over with the Cubs and the Cardinals. So let's see if we can keep that momentum today. I also have another MLB pick out there in the Houston and Kansas City game. MLB playoffs, it's been great. All right, let's go with this game today. Rangers plus the money. Right now, odds makers have around plus 120. I think that's any type of plus money value here on a Rangers team that has good momentum, home crowd on their side. I know they're facing a very good team in Toronto, but Toronto just got punched in the mouth pretty hard. It's going to be interesting to see how they come out with Estrada on the mound, see if they can back him up today. Technically, they really should win this game. If they don't, well, then that's it. All right, here we go. Let's talk about these pitchers. Well, we got for Toronto, Marco Estrada, and he's had a really good year. Probably the most surprising pitcher of that Toronto staff. And he comes into this game, 3.13 ERA, 1.04 whip, 131 strikeouts, 13-8 on the year. Faced the Rangers once in Arlington not too long ago, just over a month ago, and he pitched really well, allowing just 1 earned run and about, I think it was 4 hits. So very steady pitcher, very solid, and he's been good on the road too, with batters hitting just a bit over 200 against him. Still, I think it's going to be tough for him to pull off that same feat again, pitching well twice in Texas against a Texas team that just seems to be rolling right now. Still not sure whether Adrian Beltre is going to play or not. I hope he does. One of my favorite players. And Texas, I think it's got some momentum, though. Estrada's going to have to pitch great for Toronto to win this. For Texas, you got Martin Perez, and his stats are not so good, but he's pitched a lot better recently. He comes in 4.46 ERA, 1.42 whip, 48 strikeouts, 3-6 on the year. I think a lot of that had to do with stats are so high, though. One of his first starts back, he allowed 8 earned runs against the Yankees, and that's going to balloon anyone's ERA. You know, he came back in mid-July from injury. He's a much better pitcher than these statistics show. And his last 5 starts, I think he showed it. He's only allowed 8 earned runs in Texas, his last 5 home starts, in about 30 innings. So he has pitched well. He has not faced Toronto, though, which is the best hitting team in baseball. So I'm sure he's going to have to get up to speed and get caught up with these Toronto hitters. So Texas is going to have to scout them really, really well, which obviously they have because Toronto hasn't hit the ball so well. That's the case. I expect Perez to come out, pitch a good ball game. Offensively, 2 of the best in the business. Toronto, they come in, they're ranked first in almost everything. They're ranked first in runs scored per game. They're first in OPS at 793. They're third in batting average in the league. They have struggled just a touch here against the Rangers so far. This could be the day they break out, though, against Perez, who has, you know, I'm backing Texas today, but Toronto, I would not be surprised if they busted out 5 or 7 runs. I mean, they, you know, because they are that good. But at the other end, I can see them struggling and see Perez having a good day. This is why I like the plus money value. All right, let's talk about the Rangers. Rangers also up there statistically. Overall, this season, they rank 3rd in runs scored per game. They're 9th in OPS. Their batting average at 257 as a team. That ranks 10th in Major League Baseball. And all those go up exponentially at home, where they hit from 240 on the road to around 270 at home. So in Arlington, very tough team. I think they're going to be just really excited today. That's a veteran team there. You got some guys that have been around the block a few times there on that Rangers team. So they're not intimidated at all by Toronto, as we could tell in those first 2 games. So I like for the Rangers here to go ahead, pull the upset, and continue on in the playoffs here. I know it's a stretch. You want to take Toronto because that was kind of the, you know, flavor of the year, I guess. You know, and they got such a strong hitting lineup. But again, it's going to come down to the pitching. If Perez pitches well, I think Texas is going to get enough off Estrada to go ahead and pull this upset. And at the same time, I could see Toronto absolutely lighting Perez up, you know. So I'm about the plus money value because I could see it go either way, but I'm leaning towards Texas here to go ahead and pull this off. It's going to be a great game. And I almost kind of want Toronto to win to continue the series because it's been so good. But plus money value is too good to pass up. I'm going to take the Rangers, and I wish you guys luck on all your MLB plays.